Coming up on #that, we talk about some fun events around Quinnipiac's campus.
And we talk about some weird news that's been discussed around Twitter.
All that and more, we are your source for Quinnipiac's entertainment news.
Welcome to #that. I'm Kayla Hevey.
And I'm Danielle Yostpille. Let's start by recapping what happened on campus this weekend and what events will be going on tonight.
Tonight is the night. Today is Election Day, and soon we'll have a new president of the United States. Quinnipiac University and its organizations did a lot to get students involved with the 2016 election. QU's Campus Life provided transportation for those eligible to vote in Hamden, Connecticut. Additionally, the Quinnipiac Political Science Association is holding an election night watch party. And the lower CAF students are welcome to watch the election and news coverage as we find out who the next president will be. The fun doesn't stop once the election is over, though. Tomorrow, Quinnipiac is hosting an event titled A Day After the Election. Now what? The election will take place in the Mount Carmel campus auditorium. Faculty will be there to discuss tonight's turnout and what will happen post-election. Now, because we find out who our next president is tonight, some people will be either celebrating the win or not so much. Whichever you decide, Alex Taglieri has a few ways you can pass the time tonight. Alex, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. Today is Election Day, which means that everyone will be glued to their TVs tonight, anxiously awaiting the results. It's sure to be a long night, so I have a list of activities that you could do to pass the time. First up, you're going to need to go to the grocery store and stock up on any non-perishable items. Get cases of water, canned food, soup. Basically, prepare as if you're preparing for the apocalypse, because it might as well be one. Next up, a productive activity that you could do is clean out your email inbox. Everyone knows just how important emails can be, so make sure only the necessary items are in your inbox. And then once you delete those, make sure to delete the deleted items, otherwise they'll still be there and can come back to haunt you later. And while you're at it, you might as well change your password for some extra security. Now, it's starting to get into the winter months, and that means that everyone's summer tan is starting to fade away. But luckily, an option that you have is to spray tan instead of using a tanning bed. Just make sure you don't end up too orange, or you'll come out looking like an Oompa Loompa or a billionaire. Next up, a therapeutic activity that you could do is make a list of ways that you would improve America. Write down all the ways that you would make America great again, and then by the time you're eligible to become president, you already have your campaign platform ready. And after you're done doing that, take a moment, meditate, do some yoga, and take your mind off of everything that's been going on in this country. At this point, the results should start to be coming in, so make sure you have a tub of Ben & Jerry's on hand and some sad movies just in case. I recommend The Notebook, Titanic, Up is a very sad movie, and as for Ben & Jerry's, fish food is obviously the best one. However, you should also keep some confetti on hand because you might end up celebrating tonight. Lastly, at the end of the night, you're going to need some comic relief for sure. I recommend watching any of the recent episodes of Saturday Night Live, which have some timely sketches. However, if that's not your cup of tea, cat videos will also do the trick. That's all for my tips. I hope this helped you find some ways to spend your election night. Now, I'm off to go listen to the Hamilton soundtrack. Back to Danielle and Kayla at the desk.
Students came together for the first ever Celebration of Life event to honor the life of Jackie Gray. The dance showcase was held in Burt Con on Saturday. Gray was an ice cat who had one wish, which was for all the dance teams to come together. To honor her memory, all the dance teams performed routines to Gray's favorite songs. Some of the performers included the Kickline, Ice Cats, Dance Company, and Dance Fusion. All the proceeds from the event went towards a scholarship in her name.
Quinnipiac University's North Haven campus held the Best Buddies Friendship Walk. The event was held this past Sunday, November 6th. This walk is dedicated to raising awareness and funds to support individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. These walks are our main support in funding Best Buddies. They work to celebrate friendships, leadership opportunities, and jobs for those with disabilities.
QU Notable and Fourth Wall Theater co-sponsored an open mic event last week. There was singing, poetry reading, stand-up comedy, and more. It was held in the Black Box Theater where students came out to watch their peers perform. Some performers even played instruments from the piano to the saxophone. According to Fourth Wall's Facebook page, they plan to have similar events in the future.
The Office of Community Service and the Department of Cultural and Global Engagement has been holding a month-long event called the Art of Protest. Each week there are different activities that students can get involved with, and it's peaceful ways to express their opinions and concerns. This week, the organization held an event where students can create their own art of protest. Paint and canvases were provided for the students to share their artistic skills. So Danielle, Alex, and I went to the event. We painted some things ourselves. Let me bring mine up. They're
I don't know if I want to show
interesting.
mine.
Oh, show it. You got this. All right. So the
bad.
idea of it was to think of a concern and express it through paint. So I thought it was a great way for students to express themselves. You know, a lot of the times, when are you going to paint? There's the stress of work and schoolwork and all this kind of stuff. So I thought it was kind of a fun activity for them to have for students. You know?
I mean, it was pretty relaxing. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So what was your concern?
Mine was the concern for the media. Everyone always says that journalism is dying. I personally don't think that's true. So I tore up some pieces of the newspaper. I put it on a canvas, did some splatter paint, went all out with it, and this is the finished product.
I like it. You did a great job.
Thank you.
I could see Boomer the Bombcat.
Yeah, you know, I have to throw Boomer in there.
Yeah.
So what's yours? Tell us about it.
This was concern for America. I mean, it's election day, so yeah. This
Makes
is all I
sense.
have to say about that.
A lot had been going on in the entertainment world. Some good, some bad. Joel has our entertainment high and lows of the week. Joel, what's been going on?
Thanks, Kayla. It was a beautiful day outside today, so let's stay positive and get right into the highs from this week in the entertainment world. The Country Music Awards were last Wednesday. Garth Brooks took home Entertainer of the Year, Chris Stapleton took home Male Vocalist of the Year, and Carrie Underwood took home Female Vocalist of the Year. Beyonce performed at the CMAs, and although there was much criticism, I'd invite her back again next year. Madonna took to Washington Square Park last night, putting on a surprise outdoor concert in support of presidential candidate Hillary Clinton. In her 30-minute performance in the park, Madonna was able to promote Clinton's campaign and encourage all attendees to vote in the election, which is going on right now. Kelly Ripa, host of Live with Kelly, might be getting a co-host for her show. Richard Curtis, the winner of the live co-host competition, returned to the show to guest host with Ripa yesterday. Curtis is currently employed as a high school teacher in Pennsylvania and claimed when he received the call in the middle of the school day to return to the show, he threw a chair up in the air in excitement. What goes up must come down, so now we move into the lows for this week in the entertainment world. British Prince Harry spoke out against the media for intruding in his personal life, more specifically involving his American girlfriend, actress Meghan Markle. Prince Harry claimed that while some may think that all of this media attention is part of the game and comes with his fame, this situation involves her life and his. And Michael Bublé's 3-year-old son Noah is suspected to have cancer. According to Bublé's sister-in-law, the suspicion that Noah had leukemia was false, and he actually has cancer. The diagnosis has reportedly led to both Michael and his wife, Louisanna, to put their careers on hold while Noah receives treatment here in the United States. The family is sad but hopeful and believes that Noah is a fighter. That wraps up this week's highs and lows. Back to you guys at the desk.
When we come back, Chris Stacy is here with this week's trending topics.
And we have the first edition of our Weird News segment. Stay with us.
The freshmen this year have stepped in and really just eliminated that problem, doing the right plays at the right time.
I mean, it certainly seems like an uphill battle for this team, but Tricia Fabi is one of the best coaches at this university.
Bobcats hosting Arizona State. We'll start with this power play.
But she's strong. Good Lord, I saw her lifting one time. She could squat 3 of me. Like,
oh, well, 7 of me then.
This week's trending topic is #that. We are your source for Quinnipiac entertainment news.
Welcome back. Disney will be releasing a live-action version of Beauty and the Beast in March of 2017. Emma Watson will be playing Belle, and Dan Stevens will play the Beast. The first images of the movies have been recently released, showing Emma Watson in the iconic yellow gown and Dan Stevens transformed into a grotesque monster. So, Kayla?
I was so excited when they released these pictures. Beauty and the Beast is hands down my favorite Disney princess movie. And now that they're making it into a live action film, I am so excited.
I have been looking forward to this movie for like over a year now, I think.
Yeah.
And just looking at the images, everything looks so beautiful. And Emma as Belle, she looks absolutely stunning. I'm so excited for this movie. I definitely think it's going to be a success.
Oh, I think so too. She's just the perfect fit for it. And the way that they made up the Beast, these pictures are the first time that they revealed what the Beast was going to look like. I think they did a great job.
Yeah.
It looks so cool.
I know. CGI looks so good. I'm so excited.
I'm pumped. And then also Fuller House is coming to Netflix as well.
Well, it's already been on Netflix.
Well, season 2 now.
Yeah.
Season 2 is coming back. Thoughts on that?
I'm excited, I think.
Yeah.
First season was extremely cheesy, but it worked. And then I watched the trailer for the second season, and it was even more cheesier.
I agree.
So I don't know how I'm going to feel about this. Like, Danny dressed as, I don't even know, but,
Yeah.
and then DJ having to decide between the two guys.
But apparently both of them have girlfriends now. So who's she gonna choose? I'm excited though. The whole cast seems like they're gonna be back, except there's still no Olsen twins.
I know.
They need to get back in there.
It's probably best that they don't come back, to be honest.
I mean, yeah. But still, I just, what's Fuller House without the Olsen twins? But anyways, there has been some exciting things happening that everyone's been talking about. Chris Stacy has this week's trending topics. So let's see what they've been happening. Chris?
Hey, what's up, hashtag? I thought I would take a break from the sports desk today and try out some entertainment news with this week's trending topics. First off, let's start off with the hashtag mannequin challenge that has been all over Twitter this week, from the New York Giants to even a wedding party making their own version of the trend. For those of you who don't know what the mannequin challenge is, it's pretty much people standing around like, you guessed it, a mannequin, to the song Black Beatles playing in the background. My favorite mannequin challenge so far that I've seen has to be the one done by the Penn State football team because of the creativity by the athletes. Next topic I have for you guys is the World Series. I'm sorry I had to bring sports into it, but I'm a huge sports guy. This year's World Series featured the Chicago Cubs for the National League and the Cleveland Indians from the American Leagues. The Cubs were facing a 108-year World Series championship drought. The Cubs came back from being 3 games down to 1 to beat the Indians in a best-of-7 game series. When the Cubs traveled back to Chi-Town after the World Series victory, they were welcomed to close by almost 5 million fans at the victory parade. And now on to the biggest topic of the day, in my opinion, is the presidential election. Today is the day, people. There will be a new president elected tomorrow, and there have been plenty of things said about each candidate. There is the outspoken Donald Trump and the more understated Hillary Clinton. Social media has been flooded with tweets throughout the election, from jokes to serious opinions. There are so many polls out there right now, and I'm not even sure which one to trust. The real poll that counts is the one that the government will be taking Tuesday night. So get ready, folks. The person who will be in charge for the next 4 years will be picked. This is a big decision, so don't take it lightly, folks. That's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for having me on. Now I think I'm going to head back to the sports desk. Back to you guys on the desk.
With entertainment news, there's always seems to be some headlines that make you question. Drew Feinberg has a new segment we call Weird News.
Hello, hashtag Drew Feinberg here, bringing you this week's edition of Weird News Stories. Let's get right into it. Earlier this week, the Chicago Cubs ended in a 108-year championship drought by defeating the Cleveland Indians in the World Series. After such a historical win, most people will collect shirts, hats, or ticket stubs from the game. However, one fan has taken a whole new approach to selling merchandise, listing a plastic bag of air from the World Series on eBay. The starting price was set at 99 cents, and as of Saturday, the bag of air had 15 bids on it, the highest being $20.50. Now, onto something a little more serious. A rapper who created the song Sell Drugs has shockingly been charged with selling drugs in Pennsylvania. 29-year-old Michael Prasad, who performs under the name Montana Mills, was arrested on October 28th for selling 70 bags of heroin to an undercover cop. Investigators say that his mixtapes also include the songs Gunplay and Armed and Ready. The next story gets me particularly excited for Thanksgiving. In Davis, California, a famous turkey known as Downtown Tom has been so aggressive that residents have taken it upon themselves to call 911 for help. The turkey spends most of his time outside the Wells Fargo parking lot in downtown Davis, lunging at, circling, and chasing after people. Many residents have called 911. One was even too scared to get out of their car in fear of attack from this terrible turkey. And for my final weird news story of the day, we take it to the casino. An unemployed mother of 4 thought she had hit a nearly $43 million jackpot on a slot machine. However, she did not know that the slot machine had malfunctioned, and she had won no money. Katrina Bookman, the unlucky woman in the situation, was offered a free steak dinner instead. Must have been an amazing piece of beef. Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Weird News Stories. Back to Kayla and Danielle in the studio.
I can't get over the fact that they sold a bag of air for $20.
You know, I'm surprised it only went for 20. I feel like because the World Series was such a big event, I'm surprised it didn't go for more.
I guess. But you never know. He could have just opened a bag in his house,
Could've
got
breathed
some
into
air,
it.
breathed into it, and then just sold it.
Yeah.
I don't
People are
know.
crazy.
I wouldn't have bought it, but that's just me.
In other weird news, a group called Emoji Nation held its first ever EmojiCon in San Francisco. Emoji lovers came out to enjoy emoji-themed activities, including a photo booth and emoji portraits. All of the food served was even emoji-themed. Emoji designers and enthusiasts discussed the future of emojis and gave their ideas for what designs they want to see in the future. The next set of designs will come out in June of 2017.
When we come back, we debate some popular movies and we find out the answer to emoji game, which we have to see what it is. We haven't done that yet. So let's bring up the emoji that we're going to guess. Oh gosh. Okay. Wait, I think I got it. Oh, I definitely got it.
Oh, Cinderella. Well, I guess we'll have to find out when we
We'll
come
find
back.
out after the break, so be sure to stay with us.
I could really go for a Ray and Mike sub right now.
Come to Ray and Mike's and try our Philly chicken and cheese for just over $4. Giant cheesesteak subs and mouth-watering boar's head sandwiches for as low as $4.75. Q-Cash accepted just a mile down the road on Whitney, here at Ray and Mike's. Good evening and welcome to Sports Pause.
In the end, we're here to win a championship this year.
Jess Fontaine now has that. She's going to take a ripper off the post, but she's going to come back.
And my number one, hold your applause, Bobcats fans, is Quinnipiac.
All right, Victoria, you know what time it is. It's top 5 plays of the week.
My favorite time.
So you got it.
I
It was
did.
Cinderella.
I gave it away too quickly.
That's all right. You know, no need to leave the viewers questioning. They got the answer right away.
I mean, it was
They
pretty-
didn't know for sure though.
Yeah,
It
was
could have been
pretty
something
easy.
else.
Honestly, I thought it was like Bridesmaids for a second.
That's true.
So
That could have been it too.
yeah.
So next time we'll have to make it a little harder, you know? See how it goes.
Our debates are a little different this week. We'll have 3 rounds where we debate between 2 movies. Then we'll reveal how students voted in our polls to determine the winner. Let's start with some comedies from the early 2000s.
13 Going on 30 and She's the Man are two movies that came out in the early 2000s. 13 Going on 30 is about a junior high school girl named Jenna who is sick of being a teenager. She's transformed into a 30-year-old and becomes, like as she likes to call it, 30, flirty, and thriving. Throughout her experiences as an adult, she learns an important message. Don't rush your childhood and enjoy your years as a teen. She's the Man is about a soccer-loving girl who can no longer play after her high school cuts the team. After being denied from the boys' team, Viola, played by Amanda Bynes, pretends to be her brother while he's away in London, proving that girls can meet the standards for guys' teams too. While both have great messages, which movie is more liked? Danielle, what are your thoughts on this one?
All right, so I'm arguing that She's the Man is the best.
All right.
So
I strongly have to disagree.
Well,
but
can I
let's
just
see what you
say,
got.
Channing Tatum, like, that's all I should even argue for this movie. We see him shirtless, like, quite a few times, and it's, like, the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. So, but besides that, it does have, like, a really strong message. Like, basically, in the movie, it's saying, like, oh, girls can't do what guys do. But she basically proves them wrong, dresses up as a guy, and then kicks butt. Like, she does so good. And that, it's such a good message for girls that you can do anything and not let anyone tell you different.
Exactly.
So.
It is. I agree with that. And it's hysterical. It is a hysterical movie.
Yeah.
But 13 Going on 30 is my absolute favorite. First of all, it's fun. It's a lighthearted movie. The ending, which I'm not going to spoil it, it's a great ending. It's just fantastic. The songs, it has a great mix of like old 80s songs and the recent, at the time, recent 2000s songs. It was just like, it was such a good, I don't know. I love it.
I'll agree with you that it is a cute movie. I'll give you that.
It's good for the family, you know, and also it's becoming a Broadway film or Broadway movie, so they don't just make bad movies into Broadway. You know, they make good movies into Broadway. So
It's true.
I mean,
many college students have grown up watching Disney movies, and now Disney has been making movies aimed towards older audiences by tackling serious issues. Some examples include Inside Out and Zootopia, which discuss mental health and feminism. One of the main messages of Zootopia is about defying stereotypes. To simplify its message for kids, they use animals, the main protagonist being a female bunny cop who is discriminated against for her size and where she came from. Likewise, Inside Out has emotional depth. This movie takes place inside the mind of a young girl and turns her emotions into characters. The movie helps to explain mental health as the emotions journey through her brain. Both of these movies have important messages, but we are going to decide which one's the best. So, do you want to argue your side?
all right. I'm going to have to go with Inside Out. I remember seeing this movie with my family. It is such a cute movie. It's sad at times, too. It was unexpectedly sad at some points, you know? It was so good. I feel like it's relatable in a way, too. You know, playing with your emotions, all that kind of stuff. Also, I thought it was kind of cool that they studied the brain and with emotions, how it all affected each other. So it's very realistic.
I'm going to be honest with you, I couldn't even get through that movie. I don't know, I wasn't a fan. I was sad when I was watching it, and then I'm just like, no, I don't know. I didn't like it. But Zootopia. Zootopia is a fantastic movie. I've watched it like 5 times already since it came out. I actually watched it on Netflix last night, just so I could like
refresh.
Gotcha. And it's so good. Like, can we just talk about the theme song, Try Everything by Shakira? That just like, it gets me going. Like, I just want to dance and be like, yeah, I'm going to try everything and do whatever I can, and I'm not going to let anyone stop me. And that's basically what it's about.
It is.
It's a great movie.
Cheaper by the Dozen and Yours, Mine, and Ours are 2 great movies with similar plots. Cheaper by the Dozen has many well-known stars like Steve Martin and Hilary Duff, while Yours, Mine, and Ours has some older classic stars such as Drake Bell and Danielle Panabaker. This film is about a man and a woman who fall in love and with some unexpected turns. The man is the father of 8 kids, and the woman is the mother of 10. Similar to this movie, Cheaper by the Dozen is the story of parents as they raise their 12 children. After moving homes and having the children change schools, the mother leaves for a book tour, leaving Stephen Martin in charge of them all. And things don't go as smoothly as he'd like to. Both movies were popular in their time, but which one do people prefer more? Which one do you prefer more?
Cheaper by the dozen, obviously. Because, like, who wouldn't want to be a part of that family?
12 kids.
12 kids. Every time I would
That's
watch
insane.
that movie, I would be like, wow, I want to be involved in all these shenanigans. And just, like, they seem so cool. I want to just do what they're all doing. I have one brother. I mean, we get involved in shenanigans, but, like, to have, if we were to have, like, 10 other siblings, it would be absolutely insane. And who wouldn't want Steve Martin as their dad? Let's be honest.
True, but Yours, Mine, and Ours has the father from The Parent Trap and from the remake of Footloose. Pretty good dad there, too. You know, I think it'd be pretty cool to be one of 18 kids.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. That's got to be insane, though. But, you know, it's fun. It's a good, lighthearted movie, too. And they're very similar, but I like Yours, Mine, and Ours.
After the break, we have this week's selfie video.
We'll be right back. Selfie video, we asked Q30 members what their favorite Instagram accounts are.
Let's see which ones they recommend following.
Hey, hashtag MJ from Sports Pause here again. My favorite Instagram account, I'm gonna have to say it's my own. You know, one post in the past 7 months is pretty legit. You should follow me. Great Instagram account, so my own is my favorite.
Hey, hashtag it's Sierra. My favorite Instagram account that I follow is Giselle, Tom Brady's wife, because I love seeing pictures of their adorable kids and Tom Brady hanging out at home. Plus, Giselle is absolutely gorgeous, so yeah, she has the perfect account.
Hey, hashtag Matt McAuliffe here. My favorite Instagram account has to be the National Geographic due to the clarity of the photos and because they take photos of giraffes, my favorite animal.
Hi guys, it's Alex, and my favorite Instagram account is called Cookie the News. They decorate cookies based on breaking news stories. It's informative, it looks delicious, it's the best.
Hey everyone, my favorite Instagram account is New Fork City. It's basically just an Instagram account that shows a bunch of food and restaurants from the city, and I always screenshot ones that I want to check out, and all their food looks amazing, so definitely recommend following.
Hey, hashtag, so my favorite Instagram is Insta_comedy. All they ever do is post memes. Recently, the more popular meme is the Arthur meme. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? With the fist. Love that meme. Oh my gosh. But Insta comedy is so funny, and it's Insta_comedy. You should totally follow them.
Hey, hashtag, it's Brooke. My favorite Instagram account is Disney Nuts because I'm obsessed with Disney, and they post multiple pictures a day of Disney World, which is definitely where I want to be right now.
That's all for this week's episode of Hashtag That. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at #ThatQU.
And you can watch every episode on Q30television.com. Thanks for watching.